Welcome to the Red Panda podcast, where we shoot the shit for a while. My name is Pedrock. With me is...
I'm Nelson, a.k.a. Nelly.
And
Jay.
J-Box.
J-Box.
J-Box, how are you doing?
Good. I'm enjoying my Coke and honey, which is a good
I don't
combination.
believe. I think you're lying. I think you're lying to us.
Playing it up.
Yeah. So what we're shooting the shit about is MAGFest 2020, which was such a long experience for us.
Yeah, it was only last week.
Yeah, it was like no. It's just it lasted so. We went in so early. We did day minus one.
-1.
We haven't done a podcast in
Oh wow.
1 year.
Yeah, probably.
I think 1 year.
Just
Yeah,
about.
that's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But yeah, we've always joked about doing day -1 of MAGFest, going in not the Wednesday but the Tuesday, and we actually did it this year, which was a bit of a surprise.
Ben surprised us.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, I actually booked this like last year."
Oh yeah, like months.
I think he booked it immediately when the dates
Became
announced.
available.
Yeah, were announced. For
Oh, I
MAGFest.
see.
So he's like, "Well, it's New Year's. Might as well book New Year's."
Yeah, and he booked the suite, so we had a pretty nice strategy, I guess. Yeah.
To bully ourselves into the same suite when we check into our actual reservation.
Yeah, so Tuesday, New Year's Eve, we were ready to go. We had already packed up our cabs. We had packed everything up, our alcohol.
I don't think our listeners really know what packing means. So since we last did our podcast, we've gained a space.
Mm-hmm.
We call it
A safe space.
A safe space where we leave majority of our stuff. We have
Our Juby, the arcade, your Vuelix, our PCs, our DJ equipment, our cables, our everything. Almost everything that we took was already here. The only thing we had to buy was alcohol and drinks, soda, and that's about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Trinkets, random little things.
so packing was very easy this year. Minimal effort. Well,
it was easier. Yeah.
Less effort.
It's just come to timeout, come to our space, clean up, put everything out into the garage, and have a U-Haul booked and ready. The U-Haul process was pretty painless.
For me, I was way more stress-free because I didn't have all the things we needed to pack in my house. We had it here.
You've also, in preparing timeout and setting timeout up, we've organized.
Timeout is our safe space.
Yeah, it's where...
Don't sue us.
So, but in setting up timeout, you have your big bins where you keep all your arcade equipment so that we can put it in the Vuelix. Like, we had everything organized.
Right.
Throughout the year, we had to organize this place.
Kind of scrambled.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
gather
it was ready
supplies.
for MAGFest.
Scramble in our suitcase, but now we have just these industrial bins that we just bring, and everything's in them, ready to go. It was a good time. It was easy.
Yeah, very easy. The only issue is transport, but U-Haul does it nice. U-Haul truck with a ramp. Putting the arcade machines was super easy. There wasn't much heavy lifting required.
Right.
Just kind of like get it on the ramp,
And
up a dolly.
Previous years of like trying to get carpooling situation worked out or luggage situation worked out, we just shove everything in the U-Haul.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Easy.
people just drive in like a few cars, carpool,
Some
and you're
people
good to
Uber
go.
in, carpool. We don't have to stress about shoving all their suitcases in. It's all in U-Haul.
Yeah. It also made unpacking easier because it was so properly condensed. We didn't have random stuff in people's luggage where we had to like look for parts randomly. Gross.
That's honey.
No.
Just drinking honey out of my cup.
That's gross, dude.
Delicious.
This is a podcast / ASMR.
We did I think the only issue we faced going in was that New Year's Eve is very busy at the Gaylord.
So we've heard stories from the Gaylord staff saying New Year's is crazy, it's wild. You guys, MAGFest is nowhere near as crazy as New Year's.
It's so packed. It's so many people. And my theory is that even though the people are there for New Year's, it's a lot of individual people, individual groups. Even this year, when our local radio station was doing an event, there's still a lot of people that weren't going for that event. So you have a lot of clashing like groups and ideologies. Whereas MAGFest, it's one giant fucking body of people there that are there for MAGFest. They know that in a way they want to make MAGFest look good. In a way, they're part of the MAGFest spirit.
A sense of community.
Yeah. So you don't have as much individual wildness. Yeah. They also just tighten security up. I think you were saying that they want people to buy alcohol there.
So yeah, when we checked in, we were you were in the U-Haul, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alex was moving the most of the stuff. He was saying that he was getting hit with a lot of like aggression from security. It's like, you can't just have this U-Haul out here. You can't just have all this stuff out here. You gotta move it. Can't bring in alcohol. That big ass cooler you guys bring, you can't bring that in.
No.
It makes
Well,
sense.
that was a good story though, because the cooler was just like sitting on a dolly, and they were like, "You can't bring the cooler," and they're like, "It's just a cooler," and they're like, "Is there alcohol in it?" And Alex said, "No," and then security said, "Can you open it up?" Alex opened it up. He's like, "That's alcohol." He's like, "That's right."
It's like the security even knew that we're coming from MAGFest. Like, they can tell that we're not wearing our.
No, we told them. Well, I told one because when I parked the U-Haul, they weren't going to let me have it, and I was like, we just need like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We're here the rest of the week through MAGFest. And then they were like, "Oh, okay, fine. I'll give you 30 minutes at most, and you got to get out." And we were done in 20, so it wasn't.
But
that
they
bad.
were very strict. The
But
moment
they were strict just on the alcohol. They didn't give a shit about the arcade machines.
I thought they were.
The only thing
initially,
they only complained about the Vuelix because it was on the carpet a little too long. I think they were just like, they weren't moving it straight into.
Right.
Yeah, they weren't quick enough. That's not on us.
But it's still super strict. I mean, it makes sense, right? New Year's, they were saying that
a lot more cops there too.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot of drunk people. Previous years from the Gaylord staff, they say that New Year's is their money maker. It's like the Christmas season, like, gives them a lot of money because of like that ice skating show they have. But like New Year's, they sell out, and they probably have big events, and alcohol is being sold.
Yeah,
huge.
I mean, even for to get a little bit ahead, the next day, cleaning, housekeeping was busy the entire day. Checkout, security was busy the entire day. It was just rough. It was just a lot of people. That's surprising. And they probably don't really have that many rates. That's like actual Gaylord rates, which is pretty ridiculous.
High, especially like high season.
It was like $800 a night.
Yeah.
For that one night.
They probably make so much bank.
Good for that.
Like, if we think about it, if we brought in that cooler of alcohol, that cooler could have equated to maybe like 5K, 6K of
at least.
Selling at Post Lounge and at the bottom
7K,
and
something like that.
Yeah.
It makes sense. They probably made a lot of money. But the moment that New Year's ended, it was very stressful for us, but we were just in our room setting up the arcade as much as we could. We didn't want to do the balcony stuff yet.
We did most everything. I mean, like, we got the DJ up, we got the Jew Beats up, we made space for the margarita machine, we made space for the Vuelix, we just didn't put it on the balcony because that would have been a little too much attention. I
moved all the furniture around, set up.
So, but it was nice just having the Vuelix. It was the only thing up. Oh, no, the Jew Beats were up and running. We had everything up and running. We were, like, doing MAGFest Day -1
and then
in the hotel room.
New
it was
Year's
very nice.
It was relaxing. It was just ourselves in a room.
Yeah.
We didn't have time to go down to see what was going on, but I'm assuming there was a lot of people going around.
Yeah, we just looked out the window.
Concerts.
What's it called? It was like a little mini
balcony
music mag because the radio station rented out the halls for concerts. So, and I think that's where people were mostly at.
Right.
So
but
we didn't interact with any of that.
We did leave after New Year's around like 1:30.
It was like 2 a.m. It was a dumbass idea.
We were hungry.
Yeah, and Richard wanted Royal Farms, which is a local convenience store, gas station, but they do like deli food, chicken.
Fried chicken. They're known for fried chicken.
And Richard wanted to go, and
we didn't eat anything all day because I was just like busy unpacking and packing.
We ate empanadas.
I ate like 6.
Yeah, we ate a bunch of empanadas. My mom made empanadas for us. God send Mama Pete.
But yeah, that was a mistake because the moment we left our hotel room, we got to see the aftermath of New Year's.
Yeah,
1:30,
Everybody's out in the streets.
The atrium, not the atrium, the side exit to
Yep.
the Gaylord.
And the front
To the
entrance was
parking-
also messy.
Was it? I
All
didn't
the
see that.
entrances were messy.
Everyone was just messy because everyone's trying to get their Uber. They're just drunk as hell. All these girls wearing their small little black dresses or like wearing like
No
on
longer
the floor.
wearing their heels,
'Cause
walking barefoot.
Right.
Yeah.
These dudes in their suits are just passed out on the floor. Ooh, it was messy. And like, since everyone was trying to leave the Gaylord at that same time, traffic was miserable.
Yep. Even though they had police there guiding it, they were not doing the best job of like letting cars. Even if they did let cars through, it took a while to make your way through the whole line. Because even if you're good at controlling the flow and letting people go, whoever's coming in is getting hit into a bottleneck because they have to wait on the fucking line either at the front or the side of the Gaylord to make their way to the front. Once they make their way to the front, they got to call their person. Their person has to find them, get back in the car, and make your way out. And when
they're
you're
all
getting your
drunk,
way
too.
out, you're getting bottlenecked too.
I'm surprised I didn't see puke.
I'm not. I think for that crowd, they make it to the bathroom.
Did they?
They make it to the bathroom.
Did they get it all done at the club already? They're just
Maybe.
like,
Or could have gone and done it.
There were a lot of people sitting on the floor. Like a lot of people sitting on the floor.
I remember seeing a few people already kind of tipping it back when we were moving stuff in. I was like,
Of course.
there's a few people
You
getting
start
started
early.
early.
Yes,
New
Year's.
Year's.
We started early.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yes.
The moment we got all of our stuff in, we sat down. We all had a drink.
I know. I was like, Richard, we're going to be back in the hotel.
Oh,
Everybody's going to do
yeah.
their part. They're going to have set everything up. Nah. I come in, everything's still packed up. Jubeats wrapped up. Bulicks wrapped up.
6 people just drinking.
Just drinking. All right, you were recording it with the GoPro
Yeah.
time lapse. The GoPro time lapse is y'all sitting at a goddamn table.
Yeah. You can't see it because the Juby is in the way.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, overall, New Year's was pretty good. Pretty fun.
I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, I would. I would do -1 again.
Oh yeah, -1. But New Year's, I just was stressed out. Especially
We
when
can do it. We just can't leave.
Yes. Leading up to the next day, which is why I was still stressed out about New Year's. People that stayed for New Year's are all checking out. They're all hung over as hell. They're still in their suits, still in their dresses. You just watching them. They're just like holding their head.
Yeah, they didn't bring any change of clothes. It was just like, oh, we're there for one night.
And
Yep.
it's like the same thing of when you leave MAGFest on Sunday. Like
Oh, super busy.
super busy. I never seen the Gaylord parking lot be backed up so
Oh,
bad.
yeah, it was horrible. You
Like,
guys
even when-
trying to leave the Gaylord parking lot itself took 30, 40 minutes.
Because leaving like MAGFest on Sunday, like it's never been that bad.
No.
It's been slow, but it's never been bad. It was
Yeah.
bad when we were trying to what we were trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, our rooms weren't even ready until like 4 or 5.
Yeah, real
Right.
late.
And we like tried to check in early. They're like, we'll give you a call. It took forever. Like I said, housekeeping was on our floor for a very long time. Like, I don't know what the fuck they did in their rooms.
And it was to the point where like I was getting stressed out about other things. Like the hotel
were stressed
staff.
out about
No,
it.
no. Hotel staff was a legit thing because everyone was so swamped for New Year's and New Year's Day
Right.
that the hotel staff, like once that crowd dipped out, they were like, "Oh, we can breathe. We can breathe. We can relax." To the point where like the bellhop, there was only one bellhop
yeah.
outside.
Oh no.
We were like waiting for this guy forever. The hotel staff, the front desk was like they were just out of it.
Yeah,
Completely.
I think their shift, that morning shift, people ended, and it was like lower
They were
amount.
low quality.
Until
Everyone-
Thursday when everybody came back. from,
Everyone's
like,
burnt out. I was like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, I understand, but like, come on, I need a cart.
We didn't need the cart. I kept telling you we didn't need the cart.
I
You
want to
wouldn't-
check
didn't
in.
wanna
Like,
listen.
let me
The
check
car
in.
would have been nice. I don't know. Do you think that's attributed to like more people doing day 0? Also, in addition to the New
I feel
Year's
like
crowd?
day 0 was about the same.
Day 0 was
About the same.
less. I feel like it was less proactive than last year.
I think the only difference with day 0... No, day 0 was like the same. Same group of people kind of
I
coming
walked
in
by the
early.
chip space area.
That
Nothing was
wasn't set
playing.
up, no.
Yeah.
They were setting up kind of late into day 0, actually.
I think they were also MAGFest was swamped because they had like a water leak in the game room.
Yeah, they
Oh.
couldn't set up.
They had
One of the
250
game
gallons
rooms
of
or
water
something.
just spill
Wow.
pipes, and they had to clean
Something
everything
like
up.
that. Yep. The day mag people were setting up day 0. Usually by middle of the day, they're at least everything's inside the halls.
Day 0
and
is
it's just build up.
Wednesday, by the way.
Yes. Day 0 is Wednesday. But this year, day 0, they still had stuff. Again, maybe because of the water leak, things were just out in the hall. They were still shoveling stuff in.
Right.
Yeah, I remember going down the escalators.
it.
They had all those signs. It was
Yep.
like they had to still set up all the signs for each room and everything.
But they still had badge ready by that night. Wednesday
still
night, I was able to get badges.
A good crowd around. Like we walked down the atrium a couple times. People were
What's the group that puts
mingling.
the cabs on the gazebo? Yeah, them.
Snow Phoenix.
Something like that.
One of those guys.
They did it last year.
I had the guy's Instagram, but I saw like a Snow Phoenix sticker on his cab. So I'm assuming they're associated or they're all friends.
Maybe.
Who knows?
They did that last year. Last year in the gazebo, they set up 3
I think
cabs.
they're part of the game room. They bring their own cabs, but there's so many groups now that bring their cabs to MAGFest. They're one of them.
Yeah.
And they just have 2 for themselves.
And then they'll set it up on the next to the balcony, next to the gazebo. They set up that ping pong game this time too. They have an extra one. Mi scotto. That was pretty fun. That's always a good highlight, just to be able to go down and get out of the room and like be at the Gaylord and start doing some MAGFest stuff. We were pretty fully set up by Wednesday night. We just had to like do final cleanups. And did people visit us? I think we started getting some visitors Wednesday. Maybe not.
Yes.
I can't remember who. It was like random groups. But it was pretty quiet. I think our day 0 this time was a lot quieter than last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because we already had a day. And we were still running around. Like, when we were driving out to go pick up food.
We were missing some people. Some people hadn't come in yet. We were still a pretty smallish group. But we did have all our rooms. Everything was set up by Wednesday night.
Yeah, we got Chipotle. I made the right decision of buying 4 Popeye chicken sandwiches and leaving them in the drawer and just eating them throughout the next
week.
couple days. Yeah.
Drawer chicken.
Yeah.
Day 1 was probably pretty good. I think this year, day 1, day 2 went very smoothly.
Yeah, day 0 was kind of like a blur. Day -1 was a blur. Day 0 was a blur.
Day 0, day -1, the New Year's Eve, I remember more because I was more active in setting stuff up. Day 0, it was just minor stuff and just kind of getting into the mood.
Right, and I think this year, why I was saying this more stress-free, I was more hands-off stuff. Everyone in our group knows what to set up. I don't have to
Kind of.
set everything up. Like, the balcony, like you guys, who was it? Kenny and Ben set up the balcony. Someone else set up the margarita. You set up the margarita machine. Yeah. DJ booth was set up by Richard.
Yeah.
So forth, right? Decorations were set up by everybody. It was just like all the equal effort.
Sort of.
Right.
It could have been the same last year. You just needed to be more hands off.
Well, no one knew what we... I mean, last year was kind of a new idea, too.
That's true, too.
Right. We were all experimenting with stuff.
For the exciting part for day 1 was we got our first round of catering. We got our Maggianos, and we got the margarita machine in.
For people that don't know what we do in our suites, if you're new listeners to the RPP podcast, watch our old stuff.
Welcome.
And welcome. But we have a suite, executive suite. Not the best suite you can get, but bigger than the normal rooms. And we have the atrium balcony, so we get extra space there. We bring arcade cabinets. We have one Vuelix head-to-head cab. We put that on the balcony. This year we have new Jubeat machines.
Yes, that was the new addition.
So we left those in the room. We were tempted to put them on the balcony, but I was like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Nah.
But I think we could have got away with it.
Maybe, but
we needed
the spacing is weird.
Right. We also needed...
It's also too tall. Way too tall.
Margarita machine.
Definitely
outside,
the margarita machine outside because it makes a mess.
The margarita machine ever makes a mess. It's sticky. The floor on the balcony is cement. So we can clean that up. No problem.
Right.
What else we have a DJ booth.
Yeah, just set up a DJ controller, set up lights there.
We have a VIP room where we leave all the liquor.
Yeah, and chat with friends.
Right?
A little bit quieter.
The green room.
The green room.
Yeah, the green room.
Is that it?
That's most of it. And then the big thing is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday we'll each have catering. And catering isn't just calling fucking Domino's and getting pizzas. We've just find local. This year it was Thursday Italian, Maggiano's. Friday was Taco Bamba. Taco Bar, yeah. And Saturday was Vietnamese food, pho and banh mi.
Making a comeback this year.
Which one?
Roleplay.
Oh, yeah, Roleplay was the only duplicate. The 2 from last year, which was like Chick-fil-A and Big Red Halal. Big Red Halal couldn't do it, and we swapped out Chick-fil-A, which I think was a good decision.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
you don't get that much food.
And it's also not that special. But that was surprising. When Maggiano's came in, I thought Maggiano's would be not that much. It was a fuck ton
It's
of
Italian food.
Yeah, there was a lot of trays, and but they looked like mini trays. The trays didn't look that big. It was kind of like the size of 2 hands.
It's Italian food.
Yes, each tray fed like 3 people, and there was like
It was so dense.
14 trays. Yeah, it was thick.
They had like a big old, I say it's a basket. I mean, the bowl was like this
bowl of
big.
bread.
Just perfect cuts of like bite-sized
Breads.
breads.
Yeah, they also had salad. Oof. Yeah, Maggiano's hit the spot. Robert was fucking shaming me because I put a lot of Parmesan. He's like, "You want some pasta with your Parmesan?" I was like, "Shut up, Robert."
Ooh.
Fucking love Parmesan.
And he was
cheese.
hungry too, but he's like, Robert,
We
you can just buy into our catering, and then
he was like, nah. Lex got him like a drug dealer. Lex had his plate. He's like, "Oh, you want a bite? Just taste it." And after he tasted it, Robert's like, "All right, I'll buy in."
To be fair, our buy-ins are kind of high. Like
No, it's per person price.
right,
It's
but our
proper.
catering options, when you say our pricing, like outright, like, hey,
It sounds high.
it sounds high.
Yeah,
We did
Maggiano's
splurge
was
a lot this year too.
Maggiano's was 35 per person,
Which
and
is
that
a
was
wow,
for
that's a
like
lot.
yeah, it's like 12, 13, 14 people, but that's all we spent on.
That's all day.
All day.
All day.
I did
All
not
day.
buy any other food, and
And
I
a-
got to eat at my hotel super clean all day.
Right.
Whereas, like, if I had gone to Chipotle, that would have been $10. I would have gone again back to Nando's. That would have been another like 15,
15,
20.
20.
So that's already 30
And
there.
then time wasted walking
Going
there,
there, back and forth.
back and forth.
And I still would have been hungry
and you
because I
still would have
remember
been hungry, like
Yeah.
in the weird.
And then
parts
I
of
would have
night.
done late night. We would have done Bojangles, super late night.
Damn.
$40,
that would have been-
$50. Yeah.
You're every day at MAGFest, you're spending around $30 to $40 or $50 eating food. So you may as well just cater something that lasts you.
The catering
entire
sounds
day.
bougie, but man, you do
So
save
good.
money.
Yep.
If you really want to save money, you can just get Chick-fil-A.
What I really appreciate about our catering is it comes to the suite. And so in the suite, there's big tables. We also have a fold-out table. So we're able to lay everything out. Everybody's able to sit down. We're able to have a family lunch, brunch, whatever it may be. And then once we're done, all the leftovers fit nicely on the folding table, and we got to move it to the
Other balcony.
Yeah, we have an adjoining atrium connecting room, and we just put it on the balcony. There was no smell issue this year.
It was awesome.
Only for Maggiano's and for Taco Bamba, yes, because of the onions. But we had Febreze. But once we moved it to the balcony, there was no smell issue. Everybody had space in the party room, the adjoining room.
Yeah.
It worked really well.
Did we do anything Thursday?
Thursday,
We didn't do happy hour, right?
No. Thursday was just friends and family. We
did
just did margarita machine.
We set a margarita machine. We went to the spa.
Oh, we did do spa Thursday. That's
Thursday.
right. You, me, Ben, and Richard went down to the spa. We got some weird information.
Yeah.
Because when we do spa, we do it because you have the Gold's membership.
Right.
So we get to go in and you're able to bring guests. Last year they told us that Jay could go in and have 3 guests. And we did that like almost every day.
Yeah.
But then this year it said, no. It's the member and only 1 other guest. Which is, I mean, pretty limiting. But also last year they told us if people wanted to go in, it was $80 a person. Versus this year they told us it was $35. $35 is doable for
Doable.
spending time at the spa.
We spent
I
a lot
highly
of time
recommend
there.
it.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. They have a hot tub that wasn't that hot at first. We went into the hot tub. Well, we went into the quiet room, which is very peaceful.
You can see the board game room. The river.
Yeah, you have a side view of the National Harbor
Right.
and the Gaylord. You can see the shiptune space.
You can see
see
people
the
walking
Gaylord.
into the main area.
Yeah.
Where I saw like people. Yeah, you see everyone walking towards registration.
Yes. It's a good spot.
Yeah.
And it's quiet and it's relaxing.
It's so confusing because like you're out in the atrium, you're out and about, you're by the elevators. It's very loud, very rowdy. Even on Wednesday, even on Thursday, still a lot of people. The moment you walk into the spa area, quiet,
Yeah.
dead quiet,
Just deafening.
quiet.
deafening.
Yes.
Yes, you're like who and where am I?
After 15 minutes, you're in a completely different headspace and it's amazing.
Yes,
Got to make a note for that next
Yeah.
year. Next year,
And then you can go into
get that mag body.
and then you can go into like the sauna hot tub area. The hot tub for whatever reason was kind of cold, and then it picked up. Maybe the warm wasn't temperature wasn't up.
I told them
Oh, you told them
Yeah.
fixed it. And then you and Ben went into the wet sauna, the actual
the steam room.
steam room.
Ooh.
Ugh.
It's fine. You get to breathe.
That's a sauna. That's
You can't breathe in there, man.
You breathe in water.
That's like being in a hot mouth. That is not good. You guys were in there so long. I couldn't do it. That's the entire time you and Ben were in the steam room. Me, Richard, and another person that joined us in the hot tub were just talking shit about you the entire time, being like, "You can't be in there. It's wrong."
Was there any was it like a eucalyptus one, or is it just like straight steam?
Straight
Straight
steam.
steam.
See, that's
They had the eucalyptus in the showers.
ah.
It's a little spray bottle in the shower. You spritz it on the wall, and then the steam picks up.
Damn.
Yeah, the shower area is nice too. You come out of the spa refreshed. It's a good spot. The entire time that we were relaxing, our friend Ryan's girlfriend Soraya was just making money. She just posted up and did tarot readings for all
For a very reasonable rate.
yeah, $15 to do a thing.
I think the normal tarot card reading is like 50.
yeah, it's a lot of fucking
60,
money
$75.
if you're lucky.
Yeah.
because they'll keep you there for.
I
a
thought she
while.
was going to do it more, but I think she was having a good time. Hanging out with her friends.
She was the truest gamer. She started on day 0 playing through Super Mario World.
Oh yeah,
on the
Ryan
SNES
got
Switch.
a Switch recently,
Yeah.
and then they've been sharing.
Yeah, and she was just
console.
playing through Super Mario. While we were eating Maggiano's, we were watching her get super mad. She had a good rhythm. Every single time she got mad, she would put the controller down, do a little inner peace of breathing.
And she wasn't cheating too. I was like, "There's a rewind function, a save state function."
No, she was playing for real.
She was farming 1-ups.
Yep,
She would do stages over and over again to get more lives. I'm like, man, this is.
she was playing for real.
It was rough.
It was good. It was good watching that. I had a fun time watching her
I did
play.
too.
It was cool. And what was the rest of Thursday? Because once we were
She
relaxed,
did tarot cards.
Yeah.
We did spa. We came out of the spa. She's like, I made money. I need a pee. I'm like, okay.
In that order.
We got back to the room.
I think we just had people over.
Yeah.
I think people started to come over. I wanted to go get registration, but people were over. We were playing games.
Oh yeah, it took us a long time for you and me to leave. Nelson, you went down.
Yeah.
You went to check out the arcade and all that, right?
Yeah, I went down initially, and then the stuff wasn't open. They opened up at 5, so
Because of the water probably damaged.
Yeah.
Still setting everything up.
I met up with some people through my Liverpool football club.
Oh, there was a game. Right.
So they
was
were
a
like,
game.
"Hey, who's at MAGFest?" And I was like, "Well, fucking, let's do it." He's like, "Right here at the prime time." I was like, "All right." So it was only 3 of us.
Oh, actually, yeah, I had a very normal day one because I went down. When we finally went down to do a lap and whatnot, I went back to and had dinner at the sports bar.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that I was hungry. I just wanted to sit somewhere and eat. I wanted to be served.
Wait, that was Wednesday. That was day 0.
Oh, was that day 0?
Because we didn't have food that day. That's why you were there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm getting my days mixed up. Yeah. Which was nice. Yeah, then I guess day 1, it was just go down and I think we did do a lap.
Day 0 registration was open. None of us went. They opened at 10.
Yeah.
And I think it was 24 hours, something like that.
Or
They were
close
open
to.
late.
Real late. Yeah.
Registration usually opens on Wednesday, but pretty early. But I guess there was something behind.
Yeah.
They just had it open. But we were just so busy hanging out in our room.
Yeah, I think day 1 was just friends and family in the hotel room.
Thursday.
It was good.
Yeah, we went
Thursday.
down after the spa. We tried to go get registration, and they were like, "Wow, this is a long line." It would have been a 5-minute wait.
Yeah,
but none of
that's
us.
a long line.
We were like, "Hell no, let's leave."
That's the thing. MAGFest is mad efficient.
Yes.
So that even waiting 5 minutes is oh god damn it. No, it's usually
just
waiting
walk
there
in,
for,
walk out.
There's a longer line for the lanyards than there is to get your badge.
That's true. That is very true. That's because people want to write funky names.
Big Chungus.
No, that's last year.
Oh yeah.
That was last year.
What was this year?
I didn't write
Yoda.
anything on my
Donkus? What was it?
donkus.
Whatever the guy on the actual badge was.
Oh, I don't know.
Somebody
his name.
told me the name, and I was like, "That's his name." And
Donkey Kong 2?
Something.
Donkey Kong 2.
This is a Donkey Kong with the big old forehead. I don't know.
Day one.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
think that was
blur,
pretty much
isn't it? It's a
Because
blur.
it started halfway through.
Thursday.
We went to bed early day one.
Yes.
Yeah, we went to
I
bed
went at
early day
12,
one.
12.
Yeah, I was out with Nelson. I came back into the room. You, Richard, and Kenny were asleep, and I was like, Nelson, these little bitches. Walked out. I was like, Nelson, they're really smart. I'm gonna go to bed. I was back 5 minutes.
Yeah, I
later
remember
in
that.
bed.
You were just like, you're like, damn, I can't believe they went to sleep so early. Actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, we were tired by then.
Nelson sent us messages at 2 a.m.
He did not send us messages.
He sent me a message.
Oh, he sent
He
you.
was
a
like, "Are you still awake? Like, what are you doing?" And then the next message was to Richard,
very personalized selfie.
which is just
To
a
Richard.
selfie. Just no context, just a selfie.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could tell you exactly what I was thinking, but I can't.
Yeah, we had the margarita machine by then. That worked.
Nelson
really
was
well.
drinking,
Yeah.
clearly.
Yeah. I watched some Naruto.
That's what you did with the rest of your day one.
I think I did another lap, and then wait, was that what? No, the next day is when I did karaoke.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, day 2, Friday, everything kicked off very fast. Obviously, MAGFest is in full swing at that point.
People are all here. Everyone here.
We did do. We again started off like woke up, got food, the Taco Bamba.
When did we do our lap? We did our lap.
We did a
Friday?
lap after Taco Bamba.
Okay.
Yeah, because we ate first. Taco Bamba, which is like taco bar. I also thought that was not going to be enough food. It was an insane amount of food.
Yeah, when we said taco bar, I'm like, that's gonna disappear fast.
Very fast.
Nope.
Nope.
we got rice and beans.
Yes.
Nope.
That's
That was
pretty.
definitely
Rice
there.
and beans is good filler.
Oh, so good.
But even the amount of food, they gave us carnitas, they gave us steak, they gave us spicy mushroom, and I think we had
Salad.
chicken.
Salad,
barbacoa.
too.
Barbacoa.
The
Yeah.
secret is to get the rice and just not scoop the meat, just scoop the sauce.
Yeah, it was very tasty.
The carnitas oil, that just
Yeah,
oil,
it's delicious. And the little, even the tortillas fill you up.
Yeah.
Like 2 tacos, I was pretty full. Like I served myself way more than I could handle. I remember feeling like super full. And
I had a
kinda sick.
Popeye's chicken sandwich. I forgot how big they were.
The Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Yeah, they're big. So
Yeah.
I had one of those and 2 tacos. I was like, I made a mistake.
Done.
But then we came back in like a couple hours. I had 4 tacos.
I had more tacos.
Ooh.
Those lasted wonderfully. Oh, I'm so happy with our catering this year. I was extremely happy with it all. But
Friday.
we did finally.
We did happy
We
hour.
did goodie bags.
Yeah, we waited very
Yeah,
late.
after taco. Well, we had a lot of friends that came in not until Friday.
Our
and-
goodie bag system, it's funny. It's evolved through. It used to be just us giving presents for Christmas to each other, but we do it on MAGFest because it's so close.
Easier, yeah.
Right? Oh, Nelson's taking a selfie. But yeah, it used to be like small gifts to each other.
Used to be little like surprises to each
and then
other.
one year I was like, fuck it. I'm going to do a fun.
Well, no, one year
Secret
you,
Santa?
me, and Chard and Richard got lazy, and we were like, I have no idea what to get people.
No.
That was my
The year
point.
before that, I
Yeah.
was like, I'm feeling very generous. I'm gonna buy like 14 gifts and have people draw lots.
Oh,
And depending on what number you get a certain gift.
I see.
You remember that year?
Yes, yeah. You had
Yeah.
the random gift one.
And there were most of them were pretty good items. Some of them not so
Not
much,
so
but some,
great.
some
But,
of them
they were
good.
funny in that instance.
Right. So then the next year, that's when we got lazy. We were like, you know what? Let's just do a goodie bag and just
Yeah.
get everyone the same thing.
Yes, we all pull in together, just throw them in, and then this year everyone got into it. So we did it. We did our usual goodie bags. We came up with the idea of what we're gonna get everyone. We got them water bottles with
Very good water bottle.
very good water bottles. We got stickers. We got Red Panda Party decals for
Yes.
everyone. We got Vicks nasal
Inhalers.
inhalers
Very
that
good.
are really good, and we got tracksuits. We finally then decided on tracksuits. So that we could all be matching. Because the previous year we did Goku jackets.
Goku
Right.
jackets.
So that was just me, you, and Richard.
Yes.
But
and
this
then
year
everyone else
started to
threw
catch-
stuff in.
Right.
Yeah.
Started to catch on. Everyone's like, I like this goodie bag system. Let me buy gifts too.
Yep. We
Ryan
had-
got Beyblades for all of us.
Knockoff Beyblades, not real Beyblades.
I got a real one.
Oh,
But I
dang,
think,
good for
I
you.
think the knockoff ones are
Better.
stronger. Yeah.
They're
and-
straight steel, baby.
Nelson got us
Champagne. No,
sparkling
apple cider.
which I drank
And
yesterday.
Pedialyte.
And Pedialyte. Those are big bottles.
Smart
This is
ideas.
nice.
Was Ben the one that did the
Ben did
Star Wars
masks,
Oh
which
god,
were very good.
Jar Jar Banks,
the Yoda,
Yoda and Anakin, little boy Anakin.
little
Pod
Anakin.
Racer Anakin.
Yeah.
She
Who
looks
else threw in?
suspiciously like Alex.
Who else threw in? Other people threw stuff in, I feel like. Or maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe. I think that was about it.
That was most of it. Those were the highlights.
I put in not paper straw, long straws
Long
for the
straws,
margarita
yeah.
machine.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah.
Everyone enjoyed it. Everyone got into their track suits except select few, like Jerron.
Jerron.
But the tracksuits are actually really comfy. Nelson's still fucking wearing
Oh,
them.
I'll rock it. I'm surprised I'm not wearing it today. I was wearing it earlier today.
The pants are super comfy.
Oh, so good and
warm.
And I'll never knock it anymore. People were saying like, "Oh man, why do people wear like yoga pants and like leggings and guys be wearing those compression pants underneath their shorts?" And be like, you know what? Now I know.
I did
They're
that.
they're
a couple
so
days.
nice.
Yeah.
They just hold everything together. And they keep you warm. I have so much respect for them.
After that, we had to clean up a little bit because we were doing happy hour.
Yeah,
we did happy hour
So
Friday.
goodie bag straight into happy hour. It was pretty tight schedule. Like we did spa.
Yes.
Wait, no.
No. It was just food, goodie bags, into
We woke up late.
getting
I
ready.
think that's when we started to wake up at 11 every day.
Yeah.
Sleeping in.
Yeah, but that's when food was getting there. We scheduled food for like 12:01 every day.
Right.
After that, you tried to take a shower for like 40 minutes until eventually I was like, Jay, I'm going to take a shower. You do whatever the fuck.
I was still
because you
setting
were setting up
for
cameras
happy
for
hour.
happy hour, yeah.
And just setting everything up, cleaning up.
Which got done. It
which
got
got
done.
done.
We
So-
got done in time. We did happy hour, which is where we
4 to
blast
6.
our room. Yeah, we blast our room number to like MAGFest 21 and whatever else. And
Public domain.
Yeah, just public. Anybody can come in. Have to be over 21. But between 4 and 6, I manned the door, just let people in. It did well this year. It was pretty smooth this year, much smoother than last year.
Richard played his set.
He wouldn't let anyone
He
else
wouldn't
play.
let anyone else. I wanted to do beat to beat. He's like, no, I'm feeling the vibe. I was like, Richard, I just want one song.
Nah.
One song. Nelson tried to get in. No.
No, I mean, I don't know. Like I was like, okay, cool. You know what? He's going. He's feeling the vibe. Let's let him go on for a little bit. I'm gonna have me a little drink. Oh, another person comes in. It's like, all right, you start greeting them. You do another little lap inside, and then you're like, check back with Richard. It's like, all right. He's like, oh yeah, I got a couple tracks. I'm like, all right, cool.
Always a couple more.
And then I'm like, I'm looking at the watch. I'm like, oh snap! It's like 5:15. We're about to. It's like 5:30.
The last 20 minutes of happy hour are a goddamn eternity for me. Because I'm just waiting to just be like, no more. Put the lock on the door. And that shit takes forever. We don't really kick anyone out.
Everyone leaves by themselves.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's a great part about it is that
Once you hit 6 o'clock, everyone starts getting hungry. The
margarita
margarita machine's done.
Empty.
Yep. People have gotten their fill and they just start trickling out. It's great.
yeah.
What was cool this year is that one person showed up and I was like, oh, how'd you find the room, MAGFest 21 or whatever? And they're like, no, the Discord. I was like, what fucking Discord? So MAGFest 21 Plus has a Discord now. And I was like, oh, God damn it. They're going to keep the room in there and people are going to keep trying to come back. But Richard got into the Discord and was like, no, this room's closed once we hit 6 o'clock. So that was pretty nice. And they were pretty respectful about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. This year, after happy hour, we didn't have too many people coming to our door. Last year, it was like almost all the time. People kept trying to come back and come in.
Because our posts were still up.
Yeah.
No, we took everything down from the 21 plus. It's just people like shared the room number around.
Yeah,
Whereas this year, we were a little bit more explicit about being like it's between 4 and 6. After that, friends and family only or invite only. And Richard posted in the Discord too to be like, now we're done. Which is good. I really like that.
Other
It's a
rooms
good
had that
system.
problem. They were like, this is a private event. Stop coming. Like, why? Where are all these people coming?
I guess we can touch on this a little bit, how the other people we know, how they threw rooms and what other people have been doing now in their rooms and in copying, or not copying, but like seeing what's possible at MAGFest. Starting with Matt, we actually forgot that Thursday night, day one, we did Emo Night.
Our number
Emo
one fan, RPP, the only one that listens to this podcast.
Yes,
This is for you, Matt.
Their room was a lot nicer this year because they rearranged. Their room last year, I think, felt a little bit stuffy. Maybe I can't remember. I think I remembered that it was a little bit stuffy. I can't remember if they had atrium. They did have atrium, but this year they rearranged their bed. They opened both the doors to the
When
to
you
the balcony.
say rearrange your bed, we've done that in the past, but we didn't do it to the extent that they did.
Usually, yeah, we just scoot the beds to like one
Aside,
side.
just to create more space. They
Right.
Tetris spun
Yeah,
that bed.
They hit that
sideways. They did that L, yeah, that T spin. They spun it towards
just horizontal.
Yeah.
with the wall.
with the wall, which made so much
ton of
space.
space. Their setup was also really nice. They have so many visually like pretty stuff. Like they have the not just the lights, but they had the little the little cube, the light cube.
The Pikachu.
Yeah, Pikachu light cube.
like a little LED.
Yeah, that neon banana.
Oh
want a
yeah,
neon
I did
banana.
want the neon banana.
They had a projector,
Yeah,
and it was projecting like logos and stuff on the ceiling. They had an Emo Night logo
yeah.
on the ceiling.
Emo
which
Night
is
was
sick.
great. That was a good karaoke night. People were fucking singing their hearts out.
They also had
in
the
their
balcony,
room.
so it aired out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they did a cool banner. They had a banner for people to sign when they came in
Oh, yeah,
to the
yeah,
room.
yeah.
That was pretty cool. I want to see that. I want to see what the end product looked like.
I don't know
room.
whose name was Jeff there, but I saw a lot of Jeffs there.
There's a few Jeffs.
Well,
Common name.
I'm like, I'm here too, I guess.
You should have put J-Box.
Ooh.
But they had that problem of some. I was talking to some in the room that were like, "Oh yeah, I just wanted to go, downstairs," but people kept coming in, so we kept, performing and entertaining, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you just have to shut it down," and they
Or-
couldn't because there was a split in the group because it was like, "Oh yeah, we were gonna go down." Some people showed up, and then some of us wanted to stay and continue to play. Others wanted to go down, and it's like, yeah, I mean, you just commit, you split up. That's just what happens. You can't be together the entire time. Some other people there's a few other balconies that had arcades on their balcony.
People are stealing our ideas.
They're just seeing and being like, oh, we can get away with that? Let's do it.
Let's do it. A lot of people had lights.
Yes, a lot of lights, a lot more Christmas lights, which
A lot-
ended up getting taken down.
Yeah, a lot of people were breaking the rules. As
Yeah,
in, like,
you can't hang shit up.
Can't hang shit up.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a hotel policy.
Yeah, it's a hotel
like
policy.
a danger thing. They're afraid it might fall off, even though
Right.
it's like strapped on tightly. It's
Doesn't
still
matter.
no risk. But they left that till like Friday. They've left it on for a long time,
Yeah. It took a while for them to go around.
which also leads back to New Year's. I bet all the staff was just worn out from.
Yeah. They didn't have the numbers for it
Mm-hmm.
until. You had your friends who had one of the presidential suites.
Again,
Yes, again.
third time in a row.
And they were throwing party, and you were saying they were also dealing with the issue of just people coming in and finding their room and
Because
getting
you can,
into the room.
you can kind of see their room too. Because remember where the spa is, right?
Right.
You can look out towards the
Yeah, if you're at the
harbor.
Chiptunes area, you can see their room.
If you're in the Chipstune area, if you're downstairs, if you're in the smoking area,
Registration.
if you had the board game room,
Yeah.
you can just see their like hotel room just going
you
off.
can probably figure it out or start asking. And I think that was probably their issue. A lot of people just sharing the.
Well, they had it open for one night because they had
that's-
a
yeah,
couple
and that's where-
DJs playing in there.
And then from there, people just share it with others.
Yeah, they didn't know about the 21, the Discord too.
Yeah. I think that's important.
What is
I
the
think
secret
that's.
Discord you guys have sharing all this information?
I know. I think that's the thing next. If we do a happy hour next year, whenever I come in, I got to make sure to be like, how'd you hear about it? To make sure that I learn of all the different info sources.
You have to make
survey.
make a password.
Yeah, we've shared a lot on the channel and through the podcast of like how to do the parties and whatnot and like what we've learned. I think the biggest part is you can't get complacent. We got a little complacent this year and it fucked us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because we had a ton of people that had access to our room because we had a lot of people in our rooms. And the people that were newer would just open the fucking door. And since they don't know anyone, they'd be like, yeah, sure, come on in. And we're like, the fuck?
who is that?
Who? you gotta check. You gotta vet. You gotta be like, why you here? Who you looking for? If it's your friend, what friend? because it's not my friend. And just be a little bit more strict and controlling, and protect your space. Don't give up control of your space, which Jay did by showing everybody how to set up the Vuelix.
I was more hands-free. I was stress-free.
Yeah, too stress-free.
Stress-free.
Yeah, too stress-free. I think you got to keep a little bit more control on how the Vuelix gets set up. That way we don't have random melty blood players in our room.
That was a mistake. That was definitely a mistake.
It happens. I didn't care as much.
Other people did because they were in the room. We weren't in the. We didn't.
Yeah,
care
you and
'cause
I left.
We were
give a
doing our
fuck.
lap.
Yeah,
we were having a good time.
which was fun. MAGFest was cool, man. Let's talk about actual MAGFest.
Basically, they Friday, Saturday, it's the same.
Yeah.
There's not much to talk about.
For the room, it was just more room parties, more
Hanging out, friends.
Yeah.
MAGFest.
Drinking. I learned how to drink.
There's
I
drinking
think.
at MAGFest?
There's drinking at MAGFest, Nelson. Next year, we'll bring you in on it.
Drinking, Nelson.
Oh, I'm a saint.
Nelson's very dry at MAGFest.
I'm extremely dry at MAGFest now.
Yeah.
Because I drink the margarita machine, and it's if you ever been to Vegas, Vegas has the same thing. It's like the alcoholic margaritas, the daiquiris, right? They're strong, but
They have a
you drink
kick.
like a big bottle of them, but you don't get drunk off them.
Yeah, you're just tipsy. Yeah.
No, you have to add shots. That's what I wasn't doing at MAGFest, adding shots to my daiquiris.
That's what I learned though. If you do any type of liqueur drink, not just like actual shots, I just use the liqueurs for shots. I much appreciate it. I had a peach liqueur and I had a coffee, the Kahlua coffee liqueur. That as shots are wonderful because drinking those things like straight gets really tiring for me after a while. But as a shot every like 5 minutes, perfect.
Every 5 minutes?
It works really well.
Wow. Oh, my Lord.
Nelson, you were keeping up with me for a while.
Nelson, he kept handing you shots, and you kept downing them.
Yeah.
And then he was singing Mr. Brightside downstairs.
Oh my Lord. So that was one thing. So with the food was like really heavy, like strong.
Right.
So like
As intended.
As intended.
so like drinking, I was like,
You
cool,
need a
I'll
lot.
chug like a Bud Light. Like Ben handed me like a Bud Light, chug it, nothing.
No.
Take another one, nothing. Take a shot, nothing. I'm like, I gotta catch up. Everybody's getting rowdy. And then I remember you handed me, Pedro, a shot of the peach
liqueur.
and
So good.
you blessed it. And it's just down real nice.
Yeah. It has a good taste.
I should have done that. I didn't get drunk at MAGFest this year.
I got tipsy. It was good.
I did not.
There was maybe it was Friday night where I got a little bit more than tipsy and actually was able to get a little drunk after the shots.
That was Friday.
Yeah. There you go.
Ben blacked out.
I see. Yeah, no, we have food. Like,
We have food,
if we have food for whatever reason, our group, like between Jeff, me, like Richard, like it's very Kenny's also a big boy. Nelson's a big boy. Ben's a big boy. Like we all need a lot of alcohol, and if we're eating food, yeah, we're not empty. Oof, yeah, it takes a while.
I mean,
but it's good.
Don't get me wrong.
I was in a good
drank
mood.
a lot.
Yeah,
I just didn't get drunk.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard to. But Jay and I did finally get to see MAGFest.
We did.
It was cool. They just improve little by little in like very nice ways.
It's just like how we improve our own room. They improve their own room.
Yeah, they have the formula down.
Yeah,
They
It's
have
like,
the formula down.
MAGFest is funny because we were talking about it earlier how like MAGFest is not just one thing. It's like multiple groups doing their thing at MAGFest.
Yeah, it
You
feels
have
like multiple cons.
you have the arcade room, which is all these. It used to be just like a couple people just bringing their arcade cabs, which turned into a ton of different people, different groups, even doing it commercially, like Tokyo Attack. which
Tokyo
is
Attack's back. Yeah.
Other people doing it also commercially, like, hey, we'll pay us, we'll bring all of our cabs, right? And then you have the board game room, which is can be its own con.
Yes. I mean, no, the arcade room itself. Because the arcade room, you have the Neo Geo spot. You
Yeah.
have the Tokyo Attack Rhythm Japanese games spot. You have the
Pinball.
pinball spot. You have Killer Queen, which has its own section. You have all the
Battle
candy
pods.
cabs. You have the battle pods. So within just the arcade room, that is a convention in and of itself. Within each space, you have different groups. I mean, walking down the candy cabs, it was all our friends there that wanted to play fighting games more competitively, I guess.
Right.
And we would just go there, chat with them, but we had just talked to them in our room. So there wasn't really much to do
there.
except watch them play.
And all the games there
We have.
in our room.
So, waiting in line to play there, unless you have that drive, because there's obviously people there that we don't know or we don't know as well and we didn't invite up. So that is the more competitive side. If you really wanted to play for real, you would be down there.
The arcade feeling is there. Because
Yes.
you just play random people that you don't even know.
Yeah.
Play some really strong guy, but you play to win and you stay on.
Yes.
It's fun. I've done it.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
It's a good time, yeah.
But there's a lot.
Yeah. But that's just one
small space.
section of the whole arcade room.
The console room, I think, is the most lackluster one. But the console room does have the tournaments.
We're desensitized to it.
Yeah, a little bit.
If you think about it, the console, they have every console.
They have a lot of games.
You have your standard PS2, PS1, GameCube, Nintendo 64. Then you have Atari,
Yeah.
Jaguar.
No, they have everything.
They had everything.
They even motion games for Nintendo Wii, the shoot, the
They had
ducks,
Donkey Konga.
Yeah.
They had the Miku rhythm game.
Yep. There's even a section for Pokemon. The Pokemon people are there
They
back.
had the Pokemon Snap machine from Blockbuster where you can
Yeah.
print your Pokemon.
Mine was a McDonald's.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the indie game space is super packed. This year, I think indie game was a little meh compared to last year because they packed so many people
I have
in
a
there.
theory about this all. MAGFest is huge now.
Yeah.
If you recall Saturday, we haven't talked about Saturday, but I went down to the game room multiple times on Saturday. There's a lot of people at MAGFest
Yes.
now. There's a ton of people at MAGFest.
Yeah, we didn't even check it during the day too much. We didn't see the super huge wave of people. We
Right,
saw
but-
mid-ish, night-ish.
But that's still a ton of people. The fact that I have to... The reasons why I didn't play that many games or at all at MAGFest this year is that there were lines for everything. Well, not super long lines. Maybe there's a person already
3 or
on
4.
it, 2 or people on it. F-Zero had 5-6 people on it. The battle pods had a long line. It was there were lines. There were legitimate lines. All these rhythm games. Tokyo Attack is back. They bring the newest, hottest games.
People want to play it.
People want to play it. There's
You
lines.
had your friend from Canada that came to play Gundam.
Gundam, yeah. They had 4 complete setups of
Which
Gundam.
is pairs.
Which is 4 cabs. 4. You need the game is 2v2. You need 4 cabs for one setup. They had 4 of these setups.
Yeah, so 16.
16 cabs
For Gundam.
for Gundam.
And big screens for spectators to watch.
Yes.
The Gundam setup was cool.
It was
man.
tight, yeah. I was like, damn. I wish I wasn't so busy with MAGFest so I can just zone out and play there. Because
Yes.
when I remember in the past, when I didn't have Jubeat accessible,
We did that for Juby.
I did that. I don't know about you guys, but I disappeared for
We all did.
5-6 hours. I would legit just playing that game over and over and over again. Drunk out of my mind, but still playing over and over and over again.
And almost the rest of MAG is like that. Like if you go to the LAN room was its own world.
It's always been its own world.
It's always been, but
but
to
the
this extent,
production-wise?
yeah. Like this
Shoot.
year, they had right as you go in, they had a stage.
Like an esports stage.
Yeah.
Which was very cool. I was like, oh, okay, they're catching on. They're doing small tournaments.
And the finals would be on there. They were casting and streaming it, I think.
I think those guys, they were just doing it because they wanted to do it.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
I don't think they were getting paid. Maybe, who knows? But you look at the production, you're like, oh, this is kind of cool.
But even when they weren't using the stage for tournaments, they were using it for Jackbox and different party stuff that people in the crowd could just join in on.
and play.
Yeah,
And then, of course, behind that is
the public PCs.
public
and then
PCs,
behind
which
that
is crazy
everyone's.
that they used to have public PCs. They were all trash.
Yes.
This year, I guess they had a sponsor. The PCs
think
that they
so,
had there,
yeah.
they're pretty good PCs out there to use.
Next to the LAN room, you had the charity stream. Charity
That's
area.
always there, yeah.
It's always there, but again, it's in a cubby, or it's in a corner. It's completely separate. You go there, it's like a mini AGDQ style thing where you literally you can sit there the entire time and watch people, do speed runs for charity,
Right.
which is ridiculous.
Did they get rid of the holodeck? You know what I'm talking about, the Star Trek thing.
I don't remember.
Not sure.
That used to be so. That room is now the dance room.
That's right. Okay, yeah, they did get rid of it. I think.
Okay.
I don't think they had the
bridge
The
game, whatever
bridge
it's called.
games, yeah.
But
They had a
replaced it with
dance room.
Dance room, which was another place for DJs to play, I guess.
No, it's just for people to dance.
No, there were DJs in there.
There were, but I don't know if it was like fixed. I don't know if they scheduled anything.
Something, but they were
they
still
just had
playing in there.
music going.
People were dancing, free dancing. You do whatever you want. It
I
was a
saw
big space
on Instagram. I guess they got a very large group and they taught them like a K-pop routine, and so you just had the room full doing a K-pop routine.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is very nice. The arena.
The
That's what it was called.
And then
But if you same aisle, you go to the opposite end of where the LAN is, then you have the concerts. The concerts were its own world too, because you could go in there and be there lost all day there.
Yeah, it was just round robin.
Yeah.
Concert after concert after concert.
If you go upstairs from there, you have the Dungeons and Dragons like con, just campaigns going on all weekend, which is again also wild to me.
yeah, we didn't even go in there this year.
Nah,
but
fuck
we can
that
only,
area.
only consume. We went to the downstairs area where they moved
They did the arcade museum.
which was a very good idea.
It's very smart. It's very intelligent. So the arcade museum is several rooms. These rooms used to be panel rooms. Tech Ops is nearby. And now it's just all their really old stuff. So really old arcade machines like what's the Mario Donkey Kong one? The ladders Mario and Donkey whatever it's called. Yeah.
Donkey.
Galaga, a Tron machine, all those like Pac-Man, all of those
Classics.
super classic old ass arcades in a little room, which used to be in the arcade room space, but they would always break down.
Yeah.
So
They're
it's
old.
just
They're
just
old
using
machines.
Yeah, but in the arcade room, one, that's not going to get spotted for a while. If they go to repair it, they're going to take up space from other attendees.
It's dark.
It's using
Not a lot
up
of space.
space. Whereas if they put it in this nice little neat room, they're on top of it the entire time. If it goes down, they can repair it instantly.
Drunk people won't break it.
They won't interrupt others. Yeah.
Right.
The other rooms had the same. They had all the old like computer games. I saw some people playing Brood War.
Ooh.
Yeah, some of the older Doom. Everybody plays
Yeah.
Doom or Nukem. And then they had the big room for old computers
Old
and dev
consoles,
kits.
and collector's items. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wadoka. It's Tony Majors. It's the guy that brings all the arcade, the fighting games for us for MAGFest.
Yeah.
I don't know when he got this big collection of all these old Japanese consoles and dev
Interesting.
kits, but like those are all his. Like all these, like Master System. Like,
Yeah.
some weird Japanese only edition. All these other consoles I never heard of. Honestly,
I was surprised to see the dev kits, and I didn't understand that they were dev kits for like a very long
developer
time.
kits for
Yes.
these old consoles.
Well, you sat down to play with the DS one, and the
I thought it was just a
DS.
DS that
The DS dev kit is almost a DS. They had that on. Like,
it was a
pretty
DS
spot on.
in your
Yeah,
head,
yeah.
but it was connected to this box, which
that
then
box had the
outputted two
other
PVMs,
TVs,
These, TVs, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I thought this was like a cool 3DS that's just outputting to two big
To
TVs.
TV, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
it took
that
a-
was a dev kit.
What took me so long is that the PSP was right next to it, and I swear that PSP was smaller than the regular PSP. I don't give a shit what your friend says. That PSP was like way smaller, and it didn't have the fucking slot for the UMD. And I was like, "What the hell is this? What is this?" Until I followed the cable, and it connects to a PC, and the PC says UMD. It has a little slot for it. I was like, "Oh, that's so
Dev
cool."
kit.
Dev kits.
And they had stuff on display. I guess like they had the 3DS dev kit, which was
They had the GameCube dev kit. They
Yeah.
had a ton on display, which is super
a lot
cool
of
to
rare
see.
cartridges. It was fun to walk around there. I was like, oh, this is fun.
The arcade museum area also had the history of MAGFest. They just had a big banner that had the whole history of MAGFest through the years.
Mid Atlantic Gaming.
Mid-Atlantic Gaming as it started to Music and Gaming Festival. We learned that 2011 was our first year at MAGFest, which was the last time they were at Alexandria. I mean, we knew that, we just didn't remember exactly.
I didn't
And
go.
then Jay didn't go, but the year after is when you went.
It was
2012.
the first year at the Gaylord.
At the Gaylord, yeah.
Yeah. Earthbound Papas.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the Earthbound Papas.
Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't see them.
Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, that whole area was fun. But again, that in itself, that could have been like a pop up. That could literally be a pop up
Yeah.
bar anywhere in DC.
Right.
And it would be the exact same thing. And then when you go outside to a whole different fucking building, you have the board game area, and that in itself is truly a different convention.
I don't know what happened. It was open. It was there last year.
Yeah, but this year they had tournaments, they had panels
In the board game.
in the
Yeah.
board game.
It wasn't just like a space
They
people
had
go.
vendors too.
They had vendors, they had people demoing.
Richard got
games.
swindled into buying a game because the guy that made the game, was there presenting the game and selling the game there.
Yep. Swindled.
Swindled.
Willingly
Willingly
swindled.
Swindled.
Yeah.
Swindled though.
But that's where I got the whole idea that's where we started realizing, MAGFest is just a combination of different conventions. It's just mini conventions that happen to be all together at once with some overlap. Because that board game area is completely independent. You could pass the whole weekend there and it would be almost the same.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So it was there last year. Last year was a little rough because I think that building was brand new.
It wasn't
Man.
completed.
It wasn't complete. We walk in
No.
there, you still smell that new construction smell.
They
AC wasn't on. I remember when we walked
Yeah.
in, they were like, "We got that gamer funk." I was like, "Ooh, I don't like that."
Well,
this year,
they didn't have the space for the panels and everything.
Oh,
There was
yeah,
like a
you're right.
whole area. Like,
not completed.
yeah,
This year, AC's running.
good to go.
Bathrooms, probably the nicest bathrooms
Oh yeah.
in the whole
Ooh.
Gaylord. They had the floor to bottom
Stalls? Ooh, good
Your
to
own
know.
secluded
Make
door.
a note next year.
Go take a dump there.
Make a visit.
They had water refilling stations right outside the bathroom, like for your
Those
bottles.
are cool. Yeah, I love.
Nice. I love nice bathrooms.
I didn't do anything in that board game area except watch other people play, and that was a blast.
and piss.
yes, I'm pissed.
And piss.
Not in the bathroom.
yeah.
Not around the tables.
No.
Yeah, I only peeked in there and I was like, all right, cool.
That's it. That's all you did.
And I was like,
Well, you went last year, if you don't remember.
Yes,
Do you remember?
slightly. I played Bananagrams there.
oh.
Yeah, this is just a random game my friend had, and
You were blasted.
I forgot I played some game. I can't
Some
remember
board game.
some board game, but yeah, they seemed inviting. But
After that, I think the last thing we did was check out music.
We tried to.
We tried. Well, it was done. It was done, and it was just a massive wave of people leaving. It was like a Walking Dead scene.
Yes. I tried. We got there when the Protoman?
Yeah, I think they were just finishing up.
They were
had
just,
finished.
just finished out. Everyone's leaving.
It was a fuck ton of
There was a lot
people,
of
dude.
I tried to go back too because I wanted to go see the mariachi band,
yeah,
but
Just watch it on YouTube.
I already did.
Oh, okay.
But the block was messed up because it was like a 4-hour block of 4 different people. It was DJ Cutman, Slice Guy, mariachi band, some other group. But there was no schedule on who's going first. So they're like,
B2B.
basically, like,
Back
I
to
went down
back.
there with my friends because they're like, "Oh, the mariachi band is up. Let's go see them." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" We go down there and they're like, "Oh no!" We saw Alex walk out of the concert room. Like, what's going on? It's like, "Oh, DJ Slice Guy, it's going up." I'm like, "Oh,
Missed it.
no, they weren't up. They were after him
Oh.
because the schedule was all random. You don't
Got
know
it.
who's going up.
Weird. That's strange.
It's weird."
Yeah. Round out Friday was just hanging out in the room, I think, right?
Throughout the whole weekend,
Drinking.
too. We didn't do much, but we definitely heard every single concert that was held in the atrium.
Which was nice.
Once again, that balcony, that atrium room, if you can get it,
Perfect.
it's worth it.
It's
Concert.
incredibly valuable. Just you get to enjoy the concert without having to be straight down there. You hear it just as fine,
Yeah.
maybe even better.
probably. Yeah,
The
you don't have that
acoustics?
super heavy
And it's
reverb.
crazy who was the big one? The Triforce Quartet?
Triforce
Yeah.
Quartet.
Like, Ryan was just joking. It's like, hey, you want to get the Colossus War band?
You
Like,
just go.
everyone shut up when they were playing. Like, when any
Yeah.
group was playing, everyone would just be quiet.
Yeah.
You hear no roars, no one yelling.
Yeah.
Very
Respect.
respectable. But we can get a band if we
Most
next
of
time.
most of MAGFest is like that. Like I said, it's what we were talking about it throughout the weekend too. Of like the
Respectable?
MAGFest, yeah, the MAGFest community spirit is strange because you're able to throw that big of a con, and for the most part, people are pretty nice, pretty respectful as long as you're direct. Like if you say, "Hey, we're having a party between this time and this time," not after that, they'll respect it. I mean, there's always outliers. But people respect it, and
Right.
the same thing. No Colossus roar while there's a quartet there. No like super heavy rowdiness. People come together to enjoy.
And I feel like I have a counterpoint to that,
What is
that it's not.
what?
I feel like this year we've been looking up. I guess people are using social media more, Twitter, Facebook.
I think it's been
we
about the
saw
same.
a lot more incidents this year.
I think it was about the same.
man naked.
That's an extreme. That's an extreme, but an incident.
Man
I'm going by
naked,
quantity of incidents.
allegedly robbed of everything.
Yeah, who knows what
What
that
else?
story is.
But my counterpoint to what you were saying is that there's just a lot more people at MAGFest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck ton of
A
people.
ton of people.
But it still retained that, like,
Right.
camaraderie, which is cool. It's
did I
interesting.
mention
I don't know
it?
how they do it.
Saturday night when I went back for my couple laps, right? I was like, yeah, I'm
You
done
got
with
that
all my
energy?
stuff. I
Yeah.
got my energy. I'm gonna play some games. No, Saturday night, there's just so many people in there. Like each
Oh, yeah, it
cab-
was busy the entire
each cab
time.
had a line.
We're very used to outlasting people. We're very used to being like, oh, I'm going to go down. It's super late. It's free. I just literally get to go onto any machine I want. And that wasn't the case this year.
No. 3 a.m.
No.
3, 4 in the
People.
morning,
Well,
people still
to
there.
be fair, we also used to go at like 4, 5, 6, and then get breakfast.
Yeah.
But I guess all of our sleep patterns are very healthy this year.
Yeah, we were very good. We were hydrated thanks to the margarita machine. We were fed thanks to catering, and we were going to bed. Well, we were going to bed satisfied is the thing. Like
Yeah.
we were going to bed and it was just like, oh yeah, I'm okay with going to bed. I don't need to
Stay up.
or
Force myself to play
Yeah.
these games, which I did in the past.
yeah. Yeah, there was no like urge. It wasn't as impulsive. We weren't as impulsive this year.
Right.
That was the big change. End of it was pretty good. It was just like hanging out in the room with stragglers. Our room emptied out pretty nicely towards the end of the weekend. Like we didn't have as many people in there. In waves. Before it was like crowded throughout the entire time. Like we were always entertaining someone.
Friends and family.
Yeah, but even for friends and family, it was various groups of friends and family. Whereas this year, I feel like it was just like one group at a time, sort of.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think also people that are friends and family have been learning how to
Do their own.
do their own thing,
yeah.
and then we go see them now.
Oh, yeah, that's
Learning
right.
how
We
to
visited
check
others.
in.
It was good. Oh, yeah, we did work. We fucking shot 2 p.m. feeling vids at
Oh, yeah.
MAGFest.
That was like an hour and a half.
Yeah, but still. I mean, that still takes time to set up and all that.
That was Friday, wasn't it?
Saturday.
Saturday, we
That
did
was
it.
Saturday?
Yeah.
It was Saturday.
Wow.
Pho at the end of MAGFest comes in real clutch, as always.
Keurig machine, a little dirty, a little
Yeah,
flavorful.
Running. Well, you got to run it a couple of times.
I
We
did.
had just used it that weekend.
Yeah.
Robert used it to make coffee for eggnog.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. That bottle was gone real
I
fast.
didn't have any of that. He said he only had one drink out of it.
It's a big cup.
But yeah, stuff and packing up was super smooth as well.
Late checkout.
Late checkout was amazing. Late checkout was like 2 p.m. Almost everybody
we
was
used to get
gone.
4 p.m.
Maybe. I
don't know
don't
what
remember.
happened.
I feel like people cleared out, or maybe they were staying until day plus whatever, because by the time we were leaving at 2 p.m., there was like nobody there.
More people are doing day plus, like till checking
Staying
out
over.
Monday. Yeah.
We've done that before.
We
It's not
tried it
worth
once. It was like,
it's not worth it for us. By 6 p.m., we're tired of being there. Because by 6 p.m., we're fully packed up.
Everything's
Yeah.
gone. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah.
Everything's gone too. It's nice if you're traveling out of town or something like that.
But we
It's
live-
good, but not for our group.
I'd
For
rather
our
go
group,
early.
yeah.
Yeah.
The day negative one, much rather do that than
Stay late. Yeah.
Check
Staying
on
late is
Monday.
not worth it. Packing up, also U-Haul made it so much simpler. We unpacked everything here and we're good. I think it was a good year. Very successful, very calm year. Very straightforward.
just thinking. Still a lot of bad things happen at MAGFest,
Yeah.
but that's inevitable with just increase of numbers.
Yeah.
What were the bad things? We could talk about it. It's a podcast. We could talk about it. Naked
No,
man being
Naked
robbed.
Man is the only one.
Exit sign being smashed down.
Yeah, but
There.
that happens.
The
There's always
bathroom door
and then one
getting
bathroom
annihilated.
door. Yeah, it's like 3 major incidents. I don't think I saw much of the other ones. There was that one dude
The wig.
when we went to what?
You didn't see that on Twitter?
No.
It was just like some commission
Mm-hmm.
issue where this girl like commissions a super expensive wigs. Like, you got to pay me first. She just stole it. And then went to the pool and did her photo shoot underwater with the wig. And it was all on Twitter. And she was like, "Oh, like this girl stole my wig."
Oh, no.
Both of them were trying to get each other banned from MAGFest.
Oh no. That's not that big of an issue. That's just
That's just like that's
yeah,
still
that's I
drama.
don't know.
But
That's to
still
me.
drama.
Destroying a bathroom door, fine. Sign, fine, and then naked man, fine. I think those are your major ones.
I mean, that door. I'm still kind of a little bit of an expert on doors.
Oh yeah, twerk concert or
The twerk contest.
There was a lot more of like. I was telling Jeff about this. I was like, there's a lot more of like people trying to be unique and doing like festival type stuff, not just like
twerk contest.
not like MAGFest festival centered stuff, but like
party
festival stuff, like EDM festival stuff, like
pole dancing.
That was pretty cool.
I wanted to go to it. I wanted to try it.
I didn't want to go to it, but
I wanted them to teach me one move so I can spin around.
Yeah, so that's the one I was thinking of. Like, I would have liked to do for our room. That I was thinking
pole
was
dance?
like, yeah, it would have been nice if we could have gone on our a pole dance and had like different erotic dancers at our thing. I think I don't know if they got actual people or if it was people from that community that were doing it. I'm curious.
That stuff is hard.
Yes, very hard. You got to be very physically fit.
I'll probably get on and just fall.
Yeah. Well, you got to have grip, but the pole also spins.
No, we can do a little different next year. We'll do a swing. Just bring
a swing out off the balcony, a tire swing from the balcony.
Hey, that's what. Hey, we can do themes for next year. So I was thinking about camp. Just go. Let's go to camp. Let's have camp counselors set up. We'll appoint camp counselors. We're gonna do. Well, Alex said he wanted to do challenges.
That's on Alex.
And that's Alex. But I was thinking, I'm like, why not? Let's make like 10 badges
next year
for people to do at MAGFest.
Next year is casino theme.
Is it casino?
We set up a blackjack table and we take everyone's money. The house always wins.
Oh my lord! Oh, we could set up Lucky Hit.
What's Lucky
We could do pachinko. We could do the little drop marble game.
And technically, it's all legal because it's Maryland, right?
It's Maryland. You don't have to go to MGM. You just come to
R-Suite,
11
RPP
22, whatever the number we give you is the last one. You can guess it. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Sure.
You want to do casino?
Yeah, we'll do casino.
Are we gonna get steak, surf and turf?
It's not very far. Next door, we had our other group. They made steaks again in the shower.
Really? Oh,
yeah, I had some. It was good. They sous vide it and then they torch it.
Smart.
And they feed everybody.
Yeah,
that's primal.
And it's tender. I went in there with a bowl of pho
and served it to
I
your
plopped it a couple pieces in there.
Nice.
Ooh, steak pho.
Yeah, the only changes for next year is getting everybody on board. Just certain ground rules to get everyone on board so that we can manage room better. And I think next year we'll have even probably more freedom, because I imagine maybe less people come to our room, friends and family wise.
I think so too.
Then we can go back to. It'll probably be a cyclical thing. We'll probably have a few years where we don't have as many people coming to our room. You know, they're they start getting desensitized like we did,
and then we get the boat.
Yeah, and then we get the boat. And then we get a yacht.
That's been the goal.
We're building towards it.
Definitely.
We've been planning it for 5 years.
I mean, the Potomac hasn't been.
It hasn't been that cold.
No,
so yeah,
frozen.
Yeah.
No, we just get a yacht.
We'll build up to it.
So that's the thing. Like this year, from last year, all our years, like we enhance our room in some sort of way, in a big way.
Yeah.
Last year was Margarita Machine.
But the same thing was for MAGFest. MAGFest, little by little, always made huge improvement. Right. Now it's just very subtle changes that improve the efficiency and the quality.
But the subtle changes are still huge if you're not part of that.
Right.
Like the game room, the LAN room getting that stage, that's a huge jump, right?
Yeah.
Even though when we walked in there, like, oh, this is nice. This is kind of subtle. It's not subtle at all. It's a big-ass stage.
Yeah, I think we'll have... that's my prediction. That we'll have a little bit more downtime. We'll be able to start enjoying MAGFest again, and then we'll bring it back to doing more.
For next year. Like, even if we thought about it, right? If we get lucky and win the suite lottery. Mm-hmm. Well, this year, none of us.
No, we did. We got the suite. Wait, which suite?
The lottery, the big suite. None of us
suite?
put the lottery in outside of me. You guys all fucked.
Presidential suite isn't that great. I don't like it. You like it. I don't like it.
There's some nice parts to it and some bad parts about it, which you get increase of space.
Yeah, but
it's nice. The room's nice, but the downside is that we miss out on the atrium.
I prefer atrium,
and the atrium is so nice.
Yeah,
I wish, but there is a solution. I found out on the third floor, the fourth floor, right above the atrium, like the gazebo area.
Yeah.
There's a suite that we
big
thought
suite with the big balcony.
we thought it was just for staff.
Yeah.
It's not. The middle part is staff. It's actually split into 3. So
Yeah,
the middle
they
area
used to take all 3. It was just this year for whatever reason this year one of those sections wasn't staff.
I heard that staff room is just it's like where they have coffee, tea, food. The
Yeah, it's just
buffet
food.
for them to
It's
come
always
in.
been
Like a
that
little
way.
buffer room.
Yeah, the buffer room, eat the food.
It's always been a
and
green
leave.
room for staff,
Right.
Except they used to have all 3. I don't
But
know why it was
now
only
the
2.
sides are open to the public.
I think it was only one of the sides was open
both
to
of
the
the
public.
sides because one dude was passed out on an air mattress.
You're right.
Yeah. And
did
one
see
of
that.
someone that came to our happy hour was talking about it's like, oh yeah, we know people down there. We were down there. It's open to the public. You can get that room. I would be down with that room.
Yeah, of course, but that's also atrium. That's more of an atrium style.
But that's
room.
what exactly we want. We want bigger space because I don't think those are executive suites. Those are like some fancy concept
it's something.
suites, right?
We'll have to look into it. Yeah,
But that's like you can't guarantee that.
true.
So that's all luck of the draw.
We'll
We'll see what happens next year.
I would like next year to be a bit of a repeat of this year. I would like at least one more year of us coasting. We don't have to put it on ourselves to innovate. I think we should coast one more year, and then we can get our brain juices back,
And then get the boat.
and then get the boat,
Then get the
and we
boat.
park it in the atrium. All right, for
Just pull it right up on.
yeah.
We just pull a Titanic right up on from the Potomac straight to the Gaylord.
So next year, yay, all around.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah, that's kind of the only con we're going to now, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
Definitely.
much.
That's the secret of our content. We just go to
Like
one
you
con.
said, conventions now have definitely stepped it up. But if us from like 5 or 7 years ago could go to a convention now, it would be amazing.
Right.
But
We're so desensitized.
it's a little bit desensitizing.
We've also learned how to
Make fun for ourselves.
outside of the convention itself.
Right.
Like the things that we found fun at the convention, we have it in our daily lives now.
Yeah.
Or try to implement it in our
Yeah.
lives. I bought a fucking arcade cabinet. We
Yeah.
bought Jupy cabs.
We have a dedicated DJ station.
There,
Time out.
yeah.
We have our space now. Yeah.
Yeah, we have mini mags.
We've been
every other
having
weekend.
so part of the reason why we haven't been releasing content on our channel is because we've been having MAGFest.
Yeah,
every
we've been
week in
we've
our
been
own
having too much
safe
fun in
space.
ourselves.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Watch
we,
your stream.
We got to burn this place down. Go back to classics.
Classics. The Dark
Mag-
Ages.
Yeah,
Very
the dark
classic.
ages. Our dark ages. All right, not bad. Good roundup. Good roundup.
Good roundup. It's probably very long.
Yeah, it is.
But this is for you, Matt.
This is only for you, Matt. No one else listened to this.
Matt had an idea of joining up to do RPP cross Emo Night.
Oh yeah, he did it. He fucking
He did it.
after we were done
He
with
went
happy
full
hour. He
on-
went on Richard's controller and like brought Emo Night to our suite. I was very happy.
Yeah, that was so tight.
Those songs are all karaoke songs.
I did want to touch on one thing before we finish up.
Yeah.
Going back to my negative comment about how MAGFest is growing,
Yeah.
music places to play music are also running out.
The jam space stuff it's in a limbo situation.
Drama-filled
yeah.
limbo space.
It's just not managed because it's not managed.
not managed.
It's left to people, and then the people that want to do it are pretty like high energy people. So
And more musicians, DJs like us. Like if you asked us to DJ 5 years ago, we were still DJing 5 years ago.
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
still. The fact is that we learned how to do it.
yeah,
All of us can do it now. Majority of us.
it's become a much popular
Much
hobby.
popular
so
thing. Yeah,
most people
everyone
can do
that comes to MAGFest is like, oh, I want to
it.
DJ
knows how
too.
to or can do something.
Right, and everyone's kind of DJing to the point where people ran out of space. Like Poe's Lounge wasn't. Last year was SQ,
Yeah,
Midnight Snacks. This year he didn't get it, so that's why he was DJing in
the
Friends
presidential
room,
suite,
right?
yeah, anime suite,
There's
and then he also
definitely
did a jam spot space.
Pod, yeah, and then Alex's friends were trying to they're struggling to find a place. They never did.
Yeah.
They were kind of people were kind of fighting over for spaces.
Yeah, that's an area that either it'll survive. I mean, we even Nelson, I with Charlie, they're going through the same. They don't exactly know what's going to happen there. There are people that are trying to step up and talk to MAGFest and like manage that. But we'll see what group takes and what they do with it. It'll be strange. It'll be
It's
a
a-
curious thing to see next
It's a
year.
new concept that MAGFest has to deal with.
Yeah.
it's not something they've had too much to deal with in past years. I think this is the first year where, again, it was like a much lower presence.
I
And
think
more of
other
an issue.
cons have that same issue, but
Other-
MAGFest is such.
Do other cons do that? No other con
No, they
does
don't.
jam
But like they
space.
still play out in public or play somewhere, right? There's places for them to sort of hide away.
It's very personal.
right.
It's somebody has a Bluetooth speaker.
Right.
But again, we haven't been to cons in a while, so maybe.
But MAGFest is like it's what's the word?
It's a
I'm looking
staple.
for? It's not even a staple. They want you to do it,
Yeah.
right? So
We'll see.
It's hard.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening to the Red Panda podcast. We'll have some videos coming up related to MAGFest stuff too. So tune into those. And dang, good thing we didn't have more people here. This would have gone on for like days.
Yeah.
And see you next year, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Check out that social media: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Matt, leave us comments of what you want to see
Yeah, for real.
because we don't know what we want to shoot anymore.
Ciao.